I'm Kieran and I am a men's dating coach who has been helping men for about 7 years right now. Most of the men I work with, and millions of those who I don't, have issues getting dates from apps.
You're goddamn right.
If you are suffering from that, then this video is for you, because I've got an entire chat that goes from the first match to the aftermath of the first date. Use it, follow it, and we will turn your situation around. Now, we match and she opens by saying that she appreciated my authenticity. Now, why did she say that? Because my Hinge profile doesn't just make me look attractive, it shows depth. I speak about my wins, yeah, but also a little bit of my past. And that blend of confidence and vulnerability builds immediate trust. Now, if you've seen the video that I have about how to create a top-tier dating profile, you can watch that video to get reference about what I'm speaking about right now. Open with creative wordplay. I hit her with, I appreciate your appreciation. It's cheeky and there's a little bit of wordplay, it's creative. I then asked about her cliff dive and then also let her know that I've done one too, establishing basically a shared experience. Invest into tapping into her passions. Now look, I always look for what a woman is most proud of. Out of every photo she could have chosen, right? This is something you got to think. The woman who you have matched, she's got 5, 6, 7 photos on her profile. Every human being you know has hundreds, literally hundreds, thousands of photos of themselves on their devices. Why, of the thousands of photos that this woman has, did she choose the pictures that she chose? Obviously, these photos reflect the way she wants to position herself to the world, which then gives you key info about who she is, what she's like as a person. So this woman picks a cliff dive and that lets me know it's a highlight for her, so I locked into it. She responds with enthusiasm, and then I pivot to tease her about being overly competitive, which is a quote from her own profile. Flirt, but pull back. She admits that she's competitive, but a humble loser. So I told her that was kinda hot. Now, that's a light dose of sexual tension, enough to spike her interest, but not too much, right? I said it's kind of hot.
Yeah, baby!
Sexualizing the convo, but what I'm not going to do is hang on to this sexual topic. Not so early. Why? Because if you get too sexual too early with a woman, you will scare her off and weird her out. You as men, we have to walk that line. You gotta walk the line. Enough sexuality for her to know that you're a man and she's the woman, and should the two you get together, fireworks will occur. Should the two you get together, ish will go down. But you're not going to beat her over the head with it and terrify her so early into the interaction.
I walk the line.
So anyway, like I said, I changed the subject. Play with language. Now, I said one of her pics gave off raveaholic vibes. That's a word that doesn't even exist. But why do I say it? Because obviously now we're blending like being a raver with an alcoholic, like someone who is addicted to the concept of raving. But you've got to be kind of creative with your words, because when you're messaging women, it's like, right now, whether you love me, admire me, adore me, or absolutely hate my guts, you are feeling my vibe and my energy through the camera. You are feeling it. Every single thing I'm saying to you right now, if it was just written down, you would not get the same vibe. For instance,
Perfect.
I can speak to you like this, and I can communicate with you like this, or I can speak to you like this, and I can communicate with you like this. And it's exactly the same words. It's the same words. So one of the reasons why men will get ghosted on apps is because you're not actually aware of that. She can just, when she's just reading what you've written, she isn't necessarily reading it in the voice that you have in your head when you write whatever it is that you've written. So you want to write in a way that's going to put images into her brain and, you know, make her laugh, smile, or what have you. Raveholism is fun, visual, and teases her identity, which it was. It's a nice little tease, in a playful way, and this kind of creative language keeps the vibe unpredictable and engaging. Position yourself as driven without trying too hard. She asked if I rave a lot, so I said, not really, my raveaholic days are behind me. I'll still shake my tail feather now and then, but I spend more time working on my goals than getting hammered. What does this tell this woman? Tells her that yours truly is fun, but also focused. And the phrase, shake my tail feather, is way more charming than just saying dancing. Remember what I just said about putting images into her brain, right? It's way more intriguing and interesting to shake your tail feather than to dance. Mirror her energy and profile. After some back and forth, I jokingly asked if she grew up idolizing Lara Croft. That was based on her toughness, cliff diving, and competitive streak. This moment showed that I was reading her, not just reacting. Now, she denies ever seeing Lara Croft, which is absolutely ridiculous, and asks what I like doing in my spare time. This is fantastic because now we know she's investing. She wants to know more about me. She's curious, she's intrigued. So this is when I asked to get her number. Read the signals and strike. There is no exact science to when you should go for the number, but if she's asking questions, keeping the convo alive, and showing emotional warmth, then it is time. She gave me her digits and invited me to call right there and then, which is a massive...
This is the way.
Massive.
This is the way.
Massive.
This is the way.
Huge green flag. I told her I was busy, which was true, but it also reinforced the subtle frame that yours truly's time is of the utmost importance. Call back humor hits hard. Now, when I message her on WhatsApp, I open with a cliff diver callback. That is callback humor, which references a shared moment from earlier that made her laugh or feel good. So effectively, callback humor is like this. You do something that the woman laughs at, right? You tell her, I am Joseph Stalin made manifest in human form. She finds that funny. An hour later, 2 hours later, when you message her again, whether this is in person or not, the original funny thing that you do, you just refer to it again. So you would text her and you go, yo, it's Stalin here. And then she will remember the Joseph Stalin joke and she will laugh yet again. Send value-based pings. I sent this woman a short gym update, casual, confident ping that shows lifestyle, self-discipline, and masculinity, but without asking for a reply. These messages will keep you top of mind and show that your life is already in motion, like with or without her. Like you're giving the woman a window into who you are. It's like a ping, right? It's like, this is some cool shit that I'm doing. You're not trying to keep the conversation going. You just hit her with some value. It works great. Use your voice to amplify connection. Text only gives you 7% of your full impact as a man. Let me say this again. Text gives you 7% of your full impact. Your tone, your cadence, your pitch, your energy, your vibe, your personality, it all comes through in body language and how you actually speak. Sending voice notes to women is fantastic because it allows them to get a feel for who you are as a person. You can be less funny with your actual words through voice note, and it can still work because your personality carries the voice note. Whereas if you're texting, there's no energy because it's just words, and therefore your words have to do everything. Build the comfort, don't just rush the date. Me and this woman spoke twice on the phone before meeting. Okay, yeah, we spoke twice. Now here's the thing. 2 elements, right? To get in with a woman, there's attraction and there's comfort. Attraction is, I like this man. I would like elements of this man to be inside elements of myself. Comfort is, I trust this man as a human being and I think he isn't gonna do a Chris Watts and murder me in my sleep randomly one day because he's bored. Attraction is the main ingredient, but you do need comfort. And a great way to get comfort is to have a call with the woman before you actually meet. Why? Because if you have a call with a woman, you say like, hey, let's have a quick 5-minute call. In that call, you laugh, you joke, you banter, giggles, etc. And it gives her an idea of what it would be like if she was actually alone with you. From the safety of her own home, she has had a mini date with you and she now has a firm idea of how she would feel in your presence. If you can start having calls with women prior to a date, you will find that your flake rates drop massively. Like massively. They will just come freak down. Main reasons why women aren't turning up to dates is because they're either not that into you or they don't feel comfortable with you. They're not sure what it would be like if they were alone with you. A great little call allows them to hear you laughing. It allows them to laugh because you said something funny. It allows them to feel a bit connected to you, a bit intimate with you. And it's like, yeah, don't worry. This guy's safe. If you get with this guy, it's going to be great. Set the date like a man. I led, I gave her a time, I confirmed, I reconfirmed the day of. She showed up on time with intention. There we go. Lead, 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 lead. As the man, it is your job, your role to make things happen. And there we go. After the date, you can see me flirting with her a little bit, basically implying that she has manipulated or seduced me. That's just like a nice little fun thing to do because it kind of flips the expected paradigm. You know, like the expected paradigm is that you're the man and you're going to chase and chase and chase. That's the expected paradigm. But in the post-date message, I'm calling her out for having seduced me, you know? And what's that implying? That she was a seductress and I was like a lamb to the slaughter or something. It's just like fun.
Do you think maybe he's compensating for something?
There we go. I hope you have gotten a lot of value from all of this. Now, what I would like to say is if you are liking the cut of my jib, I've got an ebook for you, which is called Why She Ghosted You. Now, can you guess the content of this book? You're goddamn right. It is about basically why women ghost you, and it's effectively like what we've just been through here, like loads of info, real life examples of dating app chats that have gone from the chat itself to either a swapping of details or some physical, and you can use that info to improve your own dating life. With that, thank you for your time, take care, and see you.